Welcome to the Bearcast. We got ourselves a very big show. I am your host, Cole Young. Thank you for watching. If this is your first time, welcome. We are thrilled to have you. Please like. If you like what you see today, please like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button. The more, the merrier, and the more content I can give out to you guys. But yeah, we got ourselves a big show. We got ourselves actually a lot of sports that were covered this week. So let's get into it. So let's talk about the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was the big thing. Besides Usher's, big time Super Bowl dance with Alicia Keys. I mean, with that, there were a lot of great things. I mean, Super Bowl ads. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings when I was watching the game, but I had a fun time. And I will say this was one of the all-time classics for Super Bowl game. I was like, this is amazing. I mean, besides the people fighting, I saw people fighting at the Buffalo Wild Wings. To the game with the game-winning touchdown by Patrick Mahomes and Nico Hartman. It was a classic. It was a classic Super Bowl. But yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs won in overtime. They won in overtime and they defeated the San Francisco 49ers 25-22. Kansas City. Purdy had a total, Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, had a total of 23 out of 38 completions, 255 yards, and a touchdown. And Patrick Mahomes had a total of 34 out of 46 completions, 333 yards, two touchdowns, and an interception. So I want to give out some shout outs really quick. Jawan Jennings, he played a hell of a game. I'm getting this right. Chris Conley, number 84 for the San Francisco 49ers. He played a hell of a game. I also predicted Chris Jones was going to have a great game. He had a great game. Patrick Mahomes had a great game. There were a lot of good players that had a lot of good game. That had a good game. I was very surprised. Diamador Lenore had a forced fumble. It was a very crucial one. I was shocked that Pacheco played bad. That was the first that I saw him even after giving him his flowers, ironically. But yeah, no. Here's my takeaways from this. One, you can make the claim now that Patrick Mahomes is the second greatest quarterback of all time. I personally think he is. For you to go down and to throw the ball with barely anyone, your best receiver, in my opinion, is a rookie out of SMU, and you are just throwing it to Valquez, and you have Kadarius Toney as one of your active roster guys. Yeah, yeah, that's a great. Patrick Mahomes is legendary, and that's what makes good from great players. And I'm going to say this, but this is no knock to Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy played a good game. He actually did. He actually put in opportunities for the Niners to win. But Patrick Mahomes, I think, had to overcome a lot more. And on top of it, had more calls that were against Kansas City and still found a way to win. Brock Purdy, when things didn't go really his way, he didn't really say, you know what, let me step up a little bit. Let me go do something a little bit different. Like, he had those opportunities, in my opinion. He had those opportunities to win and to capitalize the moment, but he didn't. And it's no knock against him. It's not. It's not. I mean, there's players that are good enough that can do it, and then sometimes there are players that, you know what, they fit a certain role. Brock Purdy's one of those guys that fits a certain role. He statistically had a great year. He did. But he's not a difference maker when it comes to the field, if that makes sense. I look at a Christian McCaffrey. I look at a Brandon Ayuk. I look at a Debo Samuel. I look at those brothers and be like, they can ball now. Trent Williams, even though he didn't play a great game because he had a holding and I think a false start, still it's like he's still balled out. So yeah, QB quarterback play was huge. I personally thought that was the biggest thing. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, that's in my opinion, that's the reason why. And I'm not really a big fan of quarterback play of like, yeah, everyone overhypes it, but like you look at certain guys and like say Christian McCaffrey. Dude was carrying. Look at Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase has helped Joe Burrow like crazy. I'm just saying there are certain guys, in my opinion, that look like, okay, yeah, he can help carry the team. But Patrick Mahomes, that was all him. That was all him. And I was very shocked about that. I was very shocked about that. And I think it was good. I mean, I'm very happy about that. I think that Patrick Mahomes, he deserves all his flowers. He's a back-to-back Super Bowl champion, and he is on an elite status like Joe Montana and Tom Brady. I think that Patrick Mahomes is better than not Brady, Joe Montana, because of just the talent. And yeah, you could say, oh, he had weapons too. Look at the Chiefs. I'm saying Patrick had to work more with what he had than Joe Montana. Like he had to, Patrick Mahomes had to do some crazy stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, also online play. I was shocked about that. For the Niners, the Chiefs, they did what they there was no holding call. Very impressive. Very impressive. But still with that, the Niners within itself, the right side was not that great. Colton McKivitz had a terrible play that I think if he would have blocked that, it could have been six. But he had mental errors, and it was a five-man pro. He should have saw the squeeze coming now. He should have saw it now. But he just had a handout. Maybe the protection call, maybe the guard had to help a little bit or something like that. But still, you got to recognize that. And I think it's an unfortunate blow, but those one plays like that where Chris Jones can come off the ball like that and make a difference in the game, those are the plays that make Super Bowls. Those are the plays that win you the games. And I think both sides defensively did a hell of a job. And we'll get more into that later, but um, after that scenario, the San Francisco 49ers actually fired their defense coordinator, which I think is a stupid decision, in my opinion. If you're going to fire someone, fire the OC. The OC didn't do enough. Like, you can say, oh, yeah, like the defense should have held them a little lower or something. But you're playing against Patrick Mahomes. And that Niners defense has been exceptionally well this year. So I was very shocked about that. Um, but yeah, no, Patrick Mahomes deserves his flowers. I'm glad they won the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's interesting about what's going on, but yeah, and we're gonna see what happens with the Niners. I mean, the Niners are in an interesting spot. They fired their defense coordinator. I have heard that now they are trying to get Brandon Staley as their new defensive coordinator, which I'm gonna be real. There's rumors going around. It's not confirmed, but if it's confirmed, I will tell you that personally. I hate this call if that's the case. If you're going to bring in someone that gave up 60 points to the Las Vegas Raiders, who had Jimmy G that just got suspended on the drugs, he was on the PEDs, you know what I mean? He was like, man, it ain't working out. I'm getting the Super Saiyan boost, you know what I mean? This is a bad, bad move. Brandon Staley, I just don't see him as a good defensive coordinator. I'm sorry. And he's gonna probably tell him, oh, you're gonna need to get this guy. You're gonna need to get this guy. I just don't see him as the right guy. You should have kept him there because, in my opinion, he did what he needed to do. The offensive coordinator should have been fired. The offensive coordinator should have been fired. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not Kyle Shanahan, and Kyle Shanahan's gonna have to deal with the ramifications. But yeah, with the Niners, what can go wrong will go wrong. And also, Brandon Ayuk is not happy with his role. And there's reports that he wants his money. Well, you're going to have fun with that. You're going to have fun with that. You're going to have fun with Debo. And you're going to have fun with your legend himself, Brock Purdy. Oh, my gosh. I'm not saying Brock Purdy's a bad quarterback. But man, once he gets this, the Niners are going to be in trouble. And they are an accident waiting to happen. And Seattle, well, no reign supreme, But yeah, let's talk about, speaking of coaching changes, I mentioned that Steve Wilkes got fired. They're considering Brandon Staley. Let's talk about actually some other coordinator moves that I want to talk about really quick. But Mike Zimmer, actually, the old Vikings head coach, and he actually did not bad. I actually like him as a coach. And, they needed to kind of move on from him because it just wasn't going his way. He is now the new defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. How about that? I think that's a great move. I think Mike Zimmer, his big thing was defense. And so I like this move from a perspective. Oh, he's gonna bring the juice. He's gonna bring the juice, and I like his playing style. We'll see what happens. I mean, losing Dan Quinn is a huge loss. I think he's a great defensive coordinator, but yeah, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. But I like that. Arthur Smith, the former head coach for the Atlanta Falcons, who was kind of a viral meme, he is now the new offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And oh my gosh, I love that. And there's some other speculation with the Steelers, so that's going to be interesting. And then former Husky offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb is now the new offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, as well as Scott Huff is the new offensive line coach for the Hawks. I love this move. I love this move. Yeah, you could say I'm a duck. Yeah, I'm a duck. But when I saw them coaches know how to coach now. They deserve their flowers. And I love it that they're coming from college who had Michael Penix. They're going up. And guess what we have? The 16th overall pick in the NFL draft. Michael Penix is right there for the taking, boys. I am telling you, get him. Get him. I mean, we can get Bo Nix too, and I'll be happy. Bo's my guy. I love Bo. Shout out to Bo. But Michael Penix, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. He is the best guy that I have seen with my two eyes. My two eyes against playing any call. Yeah, well, you can say Bo Nix. Bo Nix was at Auburn. I'm not going to count that because that's also my teammate. Quarterback wise, I mean, yeah, I played against Brock Purdy. He beat me in the Fiesta Bowl. I didn't really see anything. But if we're talking talent, Michael Penix is that dude. I mean, yeah, there's DTR. DTR was good. Shador, he didn't really play. I left before he came, but yeah, no, I mean, there's some good quarterbacks. That Jaden Delora guy, I mean, I hope he can figure it out, but he wasn't that bad. But I'm telling you, Michael Penix is up there. He is easily. I mean, yeah, you could say Drake May. Drake May, I'm not convinced on him. I didn't see anything where I was like, is this dude really like everyone hyping up about? I mean, and this is no disrespect to Drake May. I think I like Drake. I like Drake. And I think when he makes the right throws, he actually makes them really well. But if we're talking from a talent perspective, I feel like personally, Michael Penix is better than Drake May. So if I am John Snyder, I am trying to find a way to get Michael Penix. If that means you got to trade down, because they're saying, and this is asinine in my opinion, he's going to be a second round guy, which I think is asinine in my opinion. He should be a first rounder, a first round quarterback. I'm telling you, he is going to be legit in the NFL. And if Seattle has him, he can sit for a couple of years. We can give him the Patrick Mahomes treatment. Like, sit him for a couple of years. Let Geno play. And I love Geno. And I'm glad we collected his $12 million salary. But man, oh man, we got an opportunity here to build something special. And I feel like Penix is that guy. We got to draft him. So, and I love how we're getting the coordinators for him because it's already going to be plug and play. He's already going to be like, okay, yep. He's going to be there, like, and he's going to be shooting like darts. He's going to go down. He's going to be like a stormtrooper, like no day like tomorrow. He's going to be rapid fire. This situation I feel like, would be perfect for Seattle because since we already got his coordinator and we got also his online coach, it's money. It's money. And that online coach just won the Joe Moore Award. What else is there I gotta say? But yeah, no, I like these moves. We're gonna see what happens, but I love it. I love it. So, and speaking of the Steelers, let's talk about the Justin Fields sweepstakes. So I'm gonna put up this little thing that I found on Twitter, and it's from NBC Sports, and it's kind of by DraftKings, but Justin Fields. Justin Fields is on. If you don't know my stance on Justin Fields, I'll tell you. But Justin Fields is right now being considered for trades. First off, I think it's stupid. I think it's actually really, really stupid. I think Justin Fields actually I think he's. I agree with everyone. What they're saying is that look, he's in a bad situation. Chicago has treated him like dog water. Like he should not be where he is. I mean, yeah, I agree. But he's proven to people that, look, I'm a franchise quarterback. Give me the ball and I will make stuff happen. But I kid you not, the Bears have the number one pick this year. It's going to be interesting what they're going to take. People are saying they should get Caleb Williams, and there's reports going around that the Bears like what they're seeing in Caleb. But you have the option, though, to reset the quarterback clock. And if people don't know that, it's just with the rookie deal, you only get, I think, 4 to 5 years. And after that, you're going to have to sign him to a max or you're going to have to get rid of him. And so Mike Tomlin the other day actually said a quote, and he said he was a big fan on Justin Fields, the Ohio State quarterback. And so Vegas odds right now, they have the Steelers favored to get Justin Fields. So there is a betting rumor going around that Justin Fields will. Where is he going to be? And so as of right now, the Steelers are ahead with a plus 100. The Bears are a plus 150. The Falcons are plus 550. The Patriots are plus 650. And the Raiders are plus 1,200, even though I think that's going to change here. My opinion about this. If I'm the Bears, I'm keeping Justin Fields. Why do we need to get Caleb Williams? And this is no disrespect to Caleb Williams. I think he should be the number one pick. But out of the two, I take Fields over Williams. And the reason why I say that, and it's because of Williams' play against Power 5 defenses. When he played against Oregon, when he played against Washington, when he even played against Notre Dame, strap, and strap. They found ways to stop. And Caleb Williams, he's going to be good. He will be good. I will say that. But you already got a proven quarterback. Why are you doing this to yourselves? And you're just going to be like, okay, I'm going to put on the chance for Caleb Williams. Why are you going to do that? And I know that media people are going love galore over this. But I don't like this move at all. I really don't. And Caleb Williams, again, he's a prospect. We don't know if he's going to do well. People said Jamarcus Russell was going to be the next Michael Vick. Look at what happened to him. He's now working at a McDonald's store. Like, we don't know the guarantees. If I am the Bears, and I feel like if Justin, and I'll say this, if Justin Fields didn't play well at the end of the season, all is love and war, my guy. Go trade him. But he played enough where he convinced me, give him one more year. And if he doesn't do well, you trade him. And you go find someone else. But I think it would be stupid, and I think it would be it would not be the wisest choice. And I feel like that, if I'm the Commanders, I'm going to try to see if I can get something. Like, if I'm the Bears, I would try to make it open that the number one pick's open, or there's one more option. I'm taking Marvin Harrison with the number one pick. Marvin Harrison Jr. is amazing. He is super, super good. I love Marvin Harrison. I think he definitely deserves the number one spot. But man, I don't see it why that this hype around Caleb Williams when he's really played against, in my opinion, weak Power 5 defenses. And when he's played against legitimate Power 5 defenses, which are the closest thing to an NFL defense, he hasn't played well. So I don't see the hype around him. Yes, he's got a great arm. He has the talent, baby. The talent is there. Why are we going to put in talent over a dude who has been proven? And he's actually Justin Fields is getting better every single week. I'm looking at that. I'm like, why? Why are we doing that? This is I don't see the interest in there, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, I'll keep you more updated about it, but I think just wherever Justin Fields goes, he's going to be a star. And yeah, I had my concerns with him the first year and early into this year, but he's proved me. I feel like I'm sold enough where I'm like, give him one more year, and he's getting better. Even DJ Moore has even said, DJ Moore's the star receiver of the Chicago Bears. I want Justin Fields as my quarterback. And I honestly think he's your best player. Why are you going to disrespect him like that now? But yeah, so speaking, and we're going to switch topics now to basketball, but yeah, we're going to see what happens with that field situation, and I'll keep you updated on it. But yeah, let's switch. So basketball's in full effect. Doc Rivers isn't doing that well. He's doing 3 of 7, so that's a little tidbit I want to tell y'all. The Bucks are not looking too well. Even Shaq said his first round exit, and I just find that interesting that all of that's going down. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting how the Bucks go. But the real topic I want to talk about is LeBron James. If people did not know, LeBron James, he's right now, I don't know if he's happy or not. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say we'll see because he's very lukewarm when it comes to his emotions. And I mean, it's justifiable, in my opinion. But the Los Angeles Lakers were actually talking to the Golden State Warriors, and the Golden State Warriors have not done well. Steph Curry dropped 60, I think, last week, and didn't finish off the deal. I mean, Clay didn't finish off the deal, and they still lost. Steph dropping 60 points and they still lose is insane. So they're not doing too well. Andrew Wiggins hasn't been doing that great. Kaminga isn't doing that well. Draymond Green's acting like Donkey from Shrek and just going haywire. But yeah, no, it's not looking too good for the Warriors. So, and Steph and LeBron, they've always talk. They always talk, and LeBron and Curry have been interested in teaming up. So with that, both owners actually the Warriors actually approached the Lakers, Jeannie Buss, that's the owner of the LA Lakers, and they were discussing a trade package. Unfortunately, this did not go through. Um, and I felt like if there was a realistic scenario, I think you would have given up Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, one of the two, Andrew Wiggins, maybe a young prospect, and then a lot of draft picks. And be more likely than not first rounders because I kid you not, it's not gonna be with second rounders. Maybe pick swaps. You could do pick swaps. But yeah, no, I think it's interesting how all that's going down, but then no, it didn't work out. And my take on it is that I kind of see with LeBron, LeBron's not too happy with the Lakers. LeBron and AD have worked their tail off to where they are now, but some of the role players are not doing well. Austin Reeves is finally getting the motion. D'Angelo Russell's finally getting motion, but um, yeah, no, it's going to be interesting what's happening with this Lakers because they weren't doing well, and now they're starting to kind of mold together. They just signed Spencer Dinwiddie from the Nets, I think they traded him. He got released, and so now he is a backup point guard, which I think is great. They need more depth on the field. So, yeah, I think it's a good pickup, but I also think too that it's going to be interesting how all this plays out. But let's say hypothetically it does happen. I do want to mention this. If LeBron was with the Warriors with the same team with Dre, Clay, Steph, maybe you keep maybe hypothetically, maybe you keep one of the good players. I'm telling you, like I'm gonna say it, but Kevin Durant should. If I was looking at that, I would have said Kevin Durant would have been higher in the GOAT conversation. The reason why I say that is because Kevin Durant did the same thing, and he won 3 final. Is it? Well, he won multiple finals, and LeBron's basically he would put himself in the same situation. I'm not going to discredit LeBron. LeBron can do whatever he wants. He has done more than enough for me to prove me that he is the GOAT of the NBA. But man, I'm telling you, if LeBron did that, I know what people are going to be like. Oh yeah, look at this, LeBron to the Lakers. Oh my, I mean LeBron to the Warriors. Oh my, this is going to be fun. They will save basketball. But if KD does it, oh he's a snake. Oh, he did this because he wants to get more finals. That pussy. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like we got to give respect where respect is due. Put Kevin Durant a little bit higher then. Because then that argument, in my opinion, would offset it. It would offset it. So, Yeah, but it didn't happen. But we'll see what happens. I know they're going to be playing in the 2024 Olympics, the Summer Olympics, and Steve Kerr will be coaching. So that will be, I think that's going to be fun. And LeBron has expressed interest in playing with Steph Curry and Steph vice versa. So there's that. And yeah, I mean, we're going to see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. And the All Star games this week. All Star game is this weekend. So that's going to be interesting. Stephen A will be playing against Shannon's team. It's going to be interesting. I'm rooting for Shannon's team, obviously, but it's going to be fun with the All Star game in Indiana. I'll give you more updates on that and who are the predictions, but I mean, it's going to be interesting. And Giannis is also opened up about potentially going up to a 3 point conversation, which if he plays, he's going to lose. In my opinion, he's going to lose. I don't think he's a 3 point shooter. But yeah, um, but yeah, that's kind of the show. And to wrap it up, I got question of the week, and this was actually from my teammate Jared Gibble, surprisingly. And so, I mean, we were talking about this. Well, I had meetings. Like, if you don't know football, we have meetings. We go. We're starting to get up into that process, and we had these fun little questions. And he actually came. And one of the questions to one of my teammates was like, "Oh, who was your favorite Disney character?" And someone said Tiana. I'm like, "That's a solid answer." But he came up. So my guy Gibble, he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, who is your favorite Disney character?" And I'm going to answer that now. And this might be an oldie, but a goodie. I absolutely love Donald Duck. I love Donald Duck. Oh my gosh. He is slapstick comedy relief. But if I had to give you a top three, I go Donald Duck. I go Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog. I absolutely love her story. I think she represents hard work, and I think it's perfect. And I think that everyone can relate with her. And then third is Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. I love that. I love that character. I've always, when I was little, I've always dreamed about flying. I think flying is so cool. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you again. We'll keep on. Yeah. If you like what you saw, please like, please subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. I got more stuff coming the way. Once we get to that, I'll tell you more about it. But yeah, thank you again and have yourself a lovely day. Stay smooth, everyone.